So I have met the wretched of the earth that live here in the South because one of my siblings fell in love with it. My sister Kathy fell in love with the only redneck in the Conroy family. Now this may sound harsh, but Bobby Joe loves when I tell people about him being a redneck. And that he thinks the Conroy family would be a lot better off as there are about 20 more of him. So Bobby Joe has been, oh my God. Bobby Joe. Is Carol and I, after we had this thing, Dad is dying. Dad's going to be dead in 2 days. He's weak. It's awful. So I get Carol back in, and we march back in, and we take up our positions, and we're watching Dad when Bobby Joe comes home from work as an auto mechanic. He's got his tools, and I ain't got to tell Alabama nothing about rednecks, okay? I ain't spotted. In fact, I think you have South Carolina. I think you kick our behind. Bobby Joe comes ambling in, and he walks past Dad, and he said, "Hey, old man, how you feeling, old man?" And my father says, "I love you, Bobby Joe." I'm proud of you, Bobby Joe. My sister goes off the Roman cannon. She goes flying into the air straight up with cussing and invective. But then I thought, as I was carrying my sister out and cussing my father on his last day on earth, that yes, this has ripened into a Southern family of classic dimensions. His hands. When my mother was dying, ladies and gentlemen, then I will let you guys go to the football game. Alabama's so rude. Every one of you looked at your watch. I couldn't believe it. I looked up and the entire... So, when my mother was dying, my sister and I were there for that. And I was watching an Alabama football game with my stepfather. When I see my sister coming up the hall with two nurses. Now, Mom had been for 48 hours, that terrible chain stoking, that death rattle. And it's horribly upsetting. Anybody's ever heard this. It's just awful. But I sat through it, and I got my sister and I sat there, and we read my mother poetry. The poetry she had read us when we were kids. And it helped. So when I saw Carol coming up, being held by nurses, I turned to my stepfather. I said, "John, I got bad news. Mom just died." Now, I thought I was going to be like Gary Cooper in this. I really did. I thought, I was going to be, I went to the Citadel, I went to the police system, I do all that stuff. So I get John, and John starts crying immediately. You get Carol, we go back down and say goodbye to Mom. Okay, we turn the corner, and Gary Cooper, me, did not prepare myself for my mother not breathing. I did not prepare myself for silence. And I ran that corner, and I go crazy. I cried, I grabbed Mom, I'm grabbing Mom, and I'm grabbing her and kissing her, and it's my sister behind me says, my great problem in the world was my mother and my father. But long ago, I forgave them. Now my only problem is you. As long as I have family, ladies and gentlemen, I will never run out of material. Here's what I love about my mother's death. I love reading her poetry because I wanted to send my mother out on the great wave of English language that she used to send me out. When 50 years ago, she whispered in me she wanted to raise a Southern writer. It is that same language which brings us together here today. Gentlemen, the University of Alabama awaits you.